So hello everybody. Hello Normiri Andariki. I hope everything is going well and good. My dear students, in this session we are moving a little away from your NEET preparation and we are about to focus on your IPE. And in specific session I am going to talk about Andhra Pradesh and Telangana second year students. Especially for second year students, we are going to see the 8 marks questions trends and what are the exact chapters. I hope most of you know that the chapters leda the portion for your 8 marks questions. Kani last 10 years trend. So I have been observing last 10 years trend and there are for sure, if you prepare in a properly moderated form, all of you, for sure you will get your out of marks. Ante your entire 8 marks questions that are there will be broken down. Andariki, the first thing that I want to tell you, this is your IPE preparation. Ante in this you have to write each and every single step in a detailed way, and at the same time your diagrams carry a huge significance. Chuskondi. And if your question is around 8 marks and it has some diagrams, try to understand the component of the diagram also matter. If your labeling is correct, if your naming is correct, later you are forgetting something to mention it. Ade. So we have to do almost about 2 marks questions, 4 marks questions and 8 marks questions also. Kani, in session I am only going to talk on your 8 marks questions. We will take one more one-shot video. Deedlo we will be analyzing all your 2 and 4 marks questions. Kani, in session I am specifically focusing on your 8 marks questions. Andariki. So I hope you are all well prepared for your examinations. You have somewhere around 1 month's time kada. Your exams will be in the first week of March. Now the significant thing, the significant thing that I want to talk to you about is your 8 marks questions are specifically your practical related questions. You are understanding? And if you are good at your practicals, then your 8 marks questions will be for sure broken down. So let us directly jump on to the PYQs. Leda the question papers. So here is your 2025 question paper for last year. In this your section A is there, then this is your section B and me section C kada. Yes, choose kondi andariki. So in this section you have to attempt any 2 questions and 16 marks ra andariki choose kondi. Hey, this is something that has nothing to do ra. Okay, I did it by myself. Choose kondi. Hey, it has nothing to do. Ade. Choose kondi. So here in this case we are about to focus only on your section C. Section C ante exactly on your 8 marks questions. Choose kondi. The first question is, how are stationary waves formed in closed pipes? Explain the various modes of vibration and obtain the relation for their frequency. The entire derivation should be done ra andariki. 8 marks question kada. Yes. So this 8 marks question kosame at least in your examination hall try to fill at least 4 to 6 pages. You are understanding? At least 4 to 6 pages should be filled up. 4 to 6 and back and front. Not back and front. 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, 4 page. You are understanding? 4 to 6 pages. And if you are counting back and front, it should be around 8 to 10 pages. Try to understand. Now, how will you write? What will you write? It's all up to you. try to include diagrams in almost each and every question. Ante suitable questions ra. You're understanding? Okay. So in case lo, when you're talking about your closed pipes, you must include your diagrams. Andariki. And your theory should go right from the beginning till your end. You understand? We have discussed about your stationary waves on strings kada. Similar mechanism is there. I'm not going to solve the questions. Okay, if possible we'll solve some of the questions. Okay, if possible we'll take some of the questions if time permits us. Andariki chuskondi. Kani the basic idea in this session that I want to tell you is about the questions. Chuskondi. So let us just analyze the last 10 years trend ra. Okay, and let us see what type of questions have been asked and what is the chances of the question to be asked. Andariki chuskondi. So, and at the same time you will also see that you have a numerical. Ide kada closed pipe 17 centimeter long is sounded if the velocity of sound is 331 meter per second. What is the fundamental frequency of vibrations of the air column? The second question ante ide state Kirchhoff's law for an electrical network. Using these laws, deduce the condition for a balanced Wheatstone bridge. And lastly, and explain the principle and working of a nuclear reactor with the help of a label diagram. And darvata you have some question ra. Okay, kani chuskondi andariki. Let us identify the chapter ra. You are understanding? This is from your waves. Andariki. This question is from your waves. Point number 1. Point number 2 ra. This question is from your current electricity. You are understanding? Yes. And lastly, this question is from your nuclei. Nuclei chapter kada? Yes. It is from your nuclei chapter. Ippudu when you are trying to prepare for your IPE examinations, andariki chuskondi, your layout must be 100% clear. Andariki idigo idi 8 marks question kada. So ee rendu questions kosam you have 16 marks ra. Ante your entire focus should be on these 2 questions. Try to understand. There are short meeru section A ni chusi try to understand. In the section A you have a lot of chapters. Try to understand. Almost I can say there are 8 to 10 different chapters. And from 8 to 10 different chapters you are getting 20 marks ra. Ide kada? Yes. Kani in section C only 2 chapters ra. Only 2 chapters are giving you 16 marks. Ante that section C is of the highest priority. So what are the chapters? Idigo only 3 chapters. Your waves, current electricity, nuclei. Ade you are understanding? Similarly, let us jump to the next question paper. Idigo this is your next question paper. 2024 I think so. Yes. Chuskondi. Idi kuda here also almost the same chapters. Chuskondi. Explain the formation of stationary waves in air column. Hey, same question. Your wave formation in your tubes ra. Ade kada? Yes. And again the same question. Ikkada chudandi andariki okasari. Your organ pipe ide kada 85 centimeter long. I want you to remember leda I want you to give a little attention. All of you. Jagrataga vinandi. Length chuskondi 85 centimeter. Sounded kada velocity of sound icharu. What is the fundamental frequency of vibration? Question. Listen to the question. What is the fundamental frequency of vibration? Kada same question. Idigo same thing. 70 centimeter long. Speed of sound is given. What is the fundamental frequency of vibration? You understanding? So that means when you are preparing for your waves chapter ra. Idigo when you are preparing for your waves chapters, the 8 marks question andariki idigo your 8 marks question it may have 2 different variations. Jagrataga vinandi. The first variation is it could ask you only theoretical question. Rare. Okay. Less you can simply say you have 3 questions kada attempt any 2 ra. Hey, ee 3 nunchi 2 attempts cheyali kada. Yes. So question number 1, let us say question number 2 and question number 3 andariki. Ee question number 1 for sure the format will be something like this. Jagrataga vinandi. Any 2 questions out of these 3 ra, it may be first or second, leda first or third, leda second or third. Any 2 questions will have a format. What format, sir? Any 2 questions will have your theory and at the same time they will ask you an elementary question andariki. You are understanding? Ante problem ra, physics problem. Idigo సేమ్ థింగ్ కదా ఎక్కడ కూడా he asked you about the theory and దాని తర్వాత immediately you have a question, your understanding finished. What next sir? You try to understand. ఈ question లో you only have your theory, you don't have any problem కదా. Yes, you don't have any problem. కానీ for your third question మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి you have your theory, ఇదిగో explain working of nuclear reactor, and దాని తర్వాత there is a question, if 1 microgram is destroyed, how much energy? So that means ఈ 3 questions నుంచి 2 questions will have theory and 2 questions will have your problem. అదే కదా. Yes. Now when you talk about the marks distribution, andariki, when you talk about the marks distribution, it happens that your 4 marks will be for your theory and 4 marks will be for your problem. Try to understand. You understanding? And in case of this only theory question, here you simply have your 8 marks, kani there will be the distribution. Out of these 8 marks, let us say at least 2 marks will be dedicated for your diagrams. Andariki 2 marks for your diagram. ఆ 2 marks లో 2 marks లో కోసం your entire distribution is fixed. అంటే if your diagram is correct or not correct. Point number 1, are you missing something? అంటే if you talk about some important components, you are missing something, they'll deduct half mark. Okay, most of the times these 2 marks they are also broken into 4 different subtypes. Idigo, are you understanding? The first is the components. Ante are you missing something? Are you missing any component? Dan tarvata they will talk about the naming, if your naming is correct or not correct, something like this. They do have 4 different aspects. So whenever you are drawing the diagram, andariki chuskondi, remember these rules ra. Whenever you draw the diagram, try to draw it in the right side. Point number 1. Okay, point number 1. Point number 2 ra, try to draw it with a pencil. Leda if you have a pen only, it depends on the instructions. Okay, but try to include most of the times pencil. Now I'm coming on the important aspects. First thing, try to include all the components from the diagram. Okay, so what are the diagrams sir, what are the question? In the end of the lecture I'm going to give you the set of the questions ra. Ee 3 chapters lunchi I'm going to give you the set of the questions. Good news, you don't have to prepare for all 3 chapters ra. Ide kada. Enduku sir, you want 24 marks out of 16 ha? You don't want. You understanding? So do any 2 chapters in a very good way ra, in a very good way. And I recommend you to go with your nuclei as a first chapter and your current electricity as your second chapter. Endukante your nuclei has a single question, nuclear reactor. Ide kada. Yes, so you can remember it. And your current electricity also has only 3 types. Let us discuss all of them. Okay, I'll tell you in detail. Chuskondi. When you are drawing the diagram, your components must be very good. Andariki, you are understanding? And at the same time, make sure that you are labeling the components in a proper way. Idigo. Same thing kada. Yes, here you have a question and here you have a question. Ante out of these 3 questions, hey, here also you have a question. Hey, here also you have a question, but it's an exceptional case. Okay, rare and exceptional case. Kani most of the times what happens is your 2 questions out of these 3 ra, they will have theory and as well as a problem, and a single question will include complete theory. Okay, here you go. So this is the, I think 2020, I don't know ra, years they are not written kada. Yes, same thing. Chuskondi ra. How are stationary waves formed in closed pipes? Idigo, stationary waves formed in closed pipes. You are understanding? Current electricity, chuskondi, Kirchhoff's law. And when it comes to your nuclei, explain the principle kada. Ray, is it visible? Not visible. Chuskondi. Working of nuclear reactor. So when you are looking for your waves, standing waves ante stationary waves ade kada. Yes, in a closed pipe when you are looking for your current electricity, your Kirchhoff's law ide kada. We have seen till Kirchhoff's law only. Chuskondi ra, let us see the repetition only. Okay, now I want you to look at the repetition andariki chuskondi. What is that, sir? Hey, ikkada chudandi, closed organ pipe ide kada. Hey, stationary waves ra idigo. Look at the question, all of you. When you are looking at the question, first question of your section C, stationary waves in closed pipes. Next paper చూసుకోండి, నెక్స్ట్ పేపర్ రా అదే స్టేషనరీ వేవ్స్ ఇన్ క్లోజ్ పైప్ లేదా ఇన్ ఓపెన్ పైప్ కదా. ఎస్, ఇన్ ఓపెన్ పైప్ అంటే వెన్ యూ ఆర్ ప్రిపేరింగ్ ఫర్ యువర్ వేవ్స్, స్టేషనరీ వేవ్స్ షుడ్ బీ యువర్ ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ. స్టేషనరీ వేవ్స్ ఇన్ పైప్స్, ఓపెన్ పైప్ అండ్ క్లోజ్డ్ పైప్. ఓకే, సరే. నెక్స్ట్ పేపర్ చూద్దాం అందరికి. చూసుకోండి, స్టేషనరీ వేవ్స్ ఫార్మ్ ఇన్ క్లోజ్డ్ పైప్స్. యూ అండర్స్టాండింగ్? నెక్స్ట్, hey, ఇది కూడా, how are stationary waves formed in closed pipes? You are understanding? అంటే your stationary waves in closed and open pipes. ఇదిగో the first topic that you will be marking for now is your stationary waves in your closed and open pipes. In what chapter, sir? In waves. అంటే మీ ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ 8 marks done, short. కానీ do it in the most appropriate way. So how to do it, sir? What are the things? I will attach a PDF solution set. మీకు కావాలంటే you comment in the video section after the video is completed. Okay, after the video is completed, you comment for the PDF. I will make a proper system wise PDF for these sessions andariki. Okay, yes. So ఈ PDF లో I will try to include the detailed solution as per your IPE demands. Okay, సరే. The next question, hey, next paper చూద్దాం అందరికి. Try to understand. See, same, అరే same రా, same. ఇదిగో same question. Hey, how are stationary waves formed in closed pipes? Understanding? అంటే till now what we have discussed, stationary waves in closed pipes and in open pipes. And at the same time question రా ఇదిగో, if they ask a question from waves kada, yes, the question will be of the same format. ఇదిగో same question kada. Length of the pipe will be given, your speed of the sound will be given, and దాని తర్వాత they will ask you fundamental frequency of vibration. అదే, it's a very simple solution, all of you. If you want, I'll solve you later. We will see the flow first. దాని తర్వాత let us go. Next question అందరికి, next question ఇదిగో. Here you are seeing a change. Try to understand, everybody. Doppler effect. Okay, so it is for the first time ra we have seen Doppler kada. Yes. Okay, చూద్దాం next papers. Try to understand. Okay, hey, Doppler effect here also. ఇదిగో Doppler effect. Hey, I want you to do the analysis with myself. Okay, once your analysis has been done, ante your entire paper you will be getting infinite amount of confidence. I am promising you. Okay, idigo. Okay, sir, your Doppler effect has been asked. Kani along with your Doppler effect, what is it telling ra? Hey, expression for apparent frequency heard and all these things. Ide kada. Next చూసుకోండి అందరికి. Hey, Doppler effect. ఇదిగో you're seeing. And next paper. Okay, keep on going. Hey, మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి రా ఇదిగో stationary waves in air column అంటే open pipes. You understanding? Open pipes. Next, finished కదా? Yes ra, finished. So this is all last 10 years analysis. Okay, last 10 years analysis lo what did you see in your waves ra? First is your stationary waves and second Doppler effect. Ade, next చెప్పండి all of you. Let us go towards the second part ra అందరికి చూద్దాం. Okay, సరే. Now we are talking about your current electricity. Everybody చూసుకోండి. What is it ra? Kirchhoff's law. At the same time Wheatstone bridge. Okay, Kirchhoff's law. దాని తర్వాత you have to prove for your Wheatstone bridge. You are understanding? Next paper ra. Hey, where is it? సరే చెప్పండి అందరికి. your second paper కదా ఇది కూడా same thing. your second question అంటే your Kirchhoff's law. You understanding? Yes, it's also Kirchhoff's law. Hey, next current electricity kada? Yes, current electricity. Ee chapter lonji your next part is again your Kirchhoff's law. You understanding? You are able to say it, ra? Kirchhoff's law. Okay, sir. We are getting some grip kada? Yes. Sorry. Hey, next ra. Can you see now? Hey, andariki, is it visible? Is it visible? State the working and principle of potentiometer. Idigo. It's a different question. And Kirchhoff's law and potentiometer. Ide kada? Yes. Keep in mind. Okay. Sorry. So Kirchhoff's law and potentiometer. Next. Idigo. Kirchhoff's law. Understanding? Kirchhoff's law and your Wheatstone bridge. So when it comes to Kirchhoff's law, it is not restricted to Kirchhoff's law only, ra. You also have to prove for your Wheatstone bridge. Ide kada? Yes. Next paper. Cheppandi endariki. Potentiometer. You are understanding? Yes. Next. Meter bridge. Oh, meter bridge. Ante Kirchhoff's law, potentiometer, meter bridge. Experimental only. You understanding? Everything done in experiments kadara. Akala. In me colleges lo, you have done the experiments with your meter bridge kada? Yes. You have seen about your potentiometer also kada? Yes. And you have also seen about your Wheatstone bridge. Andariki chuskondi. Next, is there any paper next? Yes. Idigo. State Kirchhoff's law for an electrical network and balance the Wheatstone bridge. Idigo. You are understanding? Kani, I don't know if you are understanding this thing or not. Idigo. Ee question lo where is it? Yes. Andariki chuskondi. In this question, it has been asked for 8 marks kada? Chuskondi. Kani, you listen, understand, all of you, understand only this line, ra. State Kirchhoff's law using this condition for Wheatstone bridge. It's a part A, ra. Idigo. Ide part A kada? Question number 20 lonchi part A and B untundi, ra. Ee part B lo you are having a question ante problem untundi. Kani, idigo, I want you to observe this statement andariki. Ante state Kirchhoff's law using the same Kirchhoff's law derive the condition for a balanced Wheatstone bridge. How many marks, sir? This question kosame chuskondi. Can I simply say, sir, this is for your 4 marks, ra, and this is for your 4 marks. Part A and B kada? Cheppandi. Part A and B unte your 4 marks. Ante this question has been asked for 4 marks, ra. Okay, sir. Okay. Good. Where is it, ra? A meter bridge. No. I don't want it. Let us go on to the first slide. Here you go. This is your question. Hey, state Kirchhoff's law for an ideal electric network. Just a single question. You are understanding something? Hey, complete question అయిపోయిందిరా. Ante the same question is asked for 8 marks in your 2025 and the same question is asked for 4 marks. Same questions kada? Yes. So how are you going to differentiate in answers? So 4 marks kosam adigite what would you write and what would you write for your 8 marks? You are understanding? The only difference is your explanation. You understanding? When it is asked for 8 marks andariki, start from the basic and hello, my name is XYZ, I am from this and we will go. Understanding? When I am saying basics ante, first you will have to state Kirchhoff's laws. Kirchhoff's laws ante KCL and KVL. If possible, try to include an example also. You are understanding, when the question is asked for 8 marks, all of you, you should also include an example. Example ante enti ra? So when you are talking about your Kirchhoff current law, sir, Kirchhoff's current law simply says that if you have a branching, ade kada, branching kosam use chestunara. Ade. So current I is there, sir. Here your current I1 is there. Leda, you take the reverse direction. Okay, you can do n number of combinations. Idigo. The best thing in your board exams is if you are conceptually correct, they will not deduct your marks. You're understanding? మీరు కన్సెప్చువల్గా కరెక్ట్ ఉంటే దే విల్ నాట్ డిడక్ట్ యువర్ మార్క్స్. అంటే ఏంటిరా చూసుకోండి, Kirchhoff's law has two different, not two different, there are multiple variations. ఇదిగో, so if you are drawing your I1 here, ఇదే మీ I2 and here is your I3 అంటే ఈ కేసులో you can simply write your I1 is equals to I2 plus I3, ఇదే కదా. Yes, try to understand everyone. కానీ అదే the same circuit is there, సేమ్ బ్రాంచింగ్ రా, ఇదే మీ కరెంట్ I1, దిస్ ఈజ్ యువర్ కరెంట్ I2 అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ యువర్ కరెంట్ I3 అందరికి. ఈ కేసులో యూ సింప్లీ రైట్ I1 ప్లస్ I2 ప్లస్ I3 ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు 0. యూఆర్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్? సో వెన్ యూఆర్ టేకింగ్ యువర్ కిర్చాఫ్స్ కరెంట్ లా, ఆ కేసులో వెన్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఇట్, యూ టేక్ దిస్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లేదా దిస్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, లేదా ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు టేక్ దిస్ వన్ యూ కెన్ టేక్ దిస్ వన్ ఆల్సో. ఇదిగో, దిస్ ఈజ్ యువర్ కరెంట్ I1, ఇదే మీ కరెంట్ I2 అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ యువర్ కరెంట్ I3 రా. ఈ కేసులో కూడా యూ రైట్ ద సేమ్ ఈక్వేషన్స్. యూ అండర్స్టాండింగ్? ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టైమ్, try to include all three of them. Understanding? That will show that your concept is very good. You understanding? Hey, all of you, this is just the briefing. So when it is asked for 8 marks, start from here, all of you, okay? Start from here in this case. And how will you say the applications? Me applications kosam you can introduce some more things also. So in your KCL, for example, okay, you can add this for your example purposes. Andariki chuskondi. And you can go with this flow. Hey, you can take something like this. Okay. Kani for doing this also you need brain ra. Brain ante experience. Experience ante knowledge. You understanding? So knowledge kavali kada. Yes. So you have to do the corresponding methods. Ade. So ఇప్పుడు అదే రెసిస్టెన్సెస్ పెట్టుకోండి, ఫినిష్డ్. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ యువర్ ఫస్ట్ రెసిస్టర్, ఇదే యువర్ సెకండ్ రెసిస్టర్, యువర్ థర్డ్ రెసిస్టర్. యూ కెన్ సింప్లీ సే R1, ఇది R2, దిస్ ఈజ్ యువర్ పాయింట్ R3, యువర్ జీరో పొటెన్షియల్, యువర్ పొటెన్షియల్ V1, హియర్ V2 ఉంటే, లేదా యూ టేక్ సింపుల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ రా. ఓకే, డోంట్ కాంప్లికేట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. అందరికి లెట్ us do something like this. ఇదిగో, సో దిస్ ఈజ్ యువర్ స్మాలర్ టర్మినల్ అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ యువర్ లార్జ్ టర్మినల్. అంటే జీరో పొటెన్షియల్ ఉంటే 0 0 0, హియర్ V2, హియర్ V2, హియర్ V1, హియర్ V1, లెట్ us say here X రా. Same thing. Now you start doing the problem. You're understanding? When you're explaining Kirchhoff's current law, same thing you try to include for your Kirchhoff voltage law also. Andariki చూసుకోండి. Only writing the statements is not going to give you marks ra. So if the question is asked for 8 marks, అదే చెప్పినా కదా 4 to 6 pages should be filled. Ante you will have to write the questions in such a way. You take this example, okay, standard example ra. So ekkada nunchi what would you say, sir? We don't know anything about the currents kada. Yes, so what would you do, sir? You simply say, hey, ekkada nunchi current I1, here the current is I2, here the current is I3. You understand? The same thing. So by using Kirchhoff current law, KCL, what would you say? We will assume X as higher potential. So your I1 plus your I2 plus your I3 is equals to 0. Ide kada? Yes. Want to solve it? Solve it. Ledante you want to leave it? Leave it. It's all up to you. You understanding? Kani when you are writing on a topic, andariki chuskondi. When you are writing a given topic, it should appear when the examiner is checking your paper, okay, when he is seeing your paper, he should understand that you are a master in this concept. Ade kada? Yes. Kavalante koncham extra time spare cheskondira and dedicate that extra time in explaining all these things. No? You understand, these things do not stand from your competitive point of views. Ante మీ JEE and NEET ఎగ్జామ్ కోసం యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్, యు ఆర్ వేస్టింగ్ యువర్ టైం. అదే కదా? కానీ మీ బోర్డ్స్లో దిస్ థింగ్స్ విల్ గివ్ యూ మార్క్స్. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ అ డయాగ్రామ్. మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి వెన్ యు ఆర్ డ్రాయింగ్ ద డయాగ్రామ్, డ్రా ఇట్ ప్రాపర్లీ. యూ నీడ్ స్కేల్స్ రా, ఓకే? యూజ్ పెన్సిల్, ప్రాపర్ షార్ప్ పెన్సిల్, ఓకే? డు నాట్ డూ దట్ కటింగ్ లైక్ దిస్, ఓకే? హే, యు ఆర్ రైటన్ సంథింగ్ డి, హే, కటింగ్ ఇట్. నో, ద పేపర్ లుక్స్ వెరీ బ్యాడ్. So make sure about these things, all of you. Jagrataga. Ide kada? Yes. So when you are writing your question, leda starting to write your answer, idigo, your introduction should be in a most fluent way. You are understanding? So explain Kirchhoff's laws kada? Yes. So Kirchhoff's laws, write about the Kirchhoff's laws. There are 2 Kirchhoff's laws. Number 1 is KCL and number 1 is KVL. దాని తర్వాత leave 2-3 lines space, give a fresh heading, Kirchhoff's current law. Hey, I'm not writing, okay, you have to write it. Give a fresh heading, Kirchhoff's current law. Statement రాసుకోండి మొదటిగా statements ఇదే కదా. What is the statement రా? The statement is the net flow of current at junction is, hey, write it by yourself, okay, whatever you want to write, you can write it, okay, you can modify it. Nobody is going to say, hey, why did you write this definition? It is not there in your book. No, it's not going to happen. అంతే కదా. yes, మీకు ఏదైనా కావాలంటే రాసుకోండి, కానీ it should be appropriate definition. You are understanding? You can simply say at the branch the total incoming current is equals to the total outgoing current, లేదా the flow of current is constant. You are understanding? yes. దాని తర్వాత you explain what do you mean by your definition. You are understanding? దాని తర్వాత if you want you can take this example and take an example of a branch. You are understanding? yes. Hey, don't take the example ra, you simply say all these things because this is not example kada, ఇది చాలా చిన్న example ra. Okay, so write it, and in a branch the total incoming current is equals to the total outgoing current. ide finish till this point, finish. Then in the right side draw this figure andariki. Incoming current ante I kada, yes, and outgoing current ante I1 and I2. So you will simply say, sir, your current incoming should be equals to current outgoing. Incoming current ante I and outgoing current ante I1 plus I2 ఇదే కదా. yes, మీకు కావాలంటే ఈ ఫిగర్ రాసుకోండి, ఈ ఫార్ములాస్ రాసుకోండి, లేదంటే you write according to you. This is your figure, sir, something like this. You are understanding? You can manage by yourself కదా, incoming outgoing. Now if you want to take an example, ఒక example తీసుకోండి. You are understanding? That example should be a sensible example రా, అదే. You are understanding? See, so you could include this example in your KCL, and then you can talk about your KVL for sure. Andariki చూసుకోండి, your timings are limited kada. yes, so you will also have to prepare your timings accordingly. Andariki idigo 3 hours ra, ఈ 3 hours లో you are having 60 marks. అంటే ఈ 60 లోంచి కూడా your 20 marks are coming directly from your SAQs. ఇదే కదా, అంటే 2 marks questions. ఇదిగో దాని తర్వాత yes, let us rearrange it. సరే, ఇదిగో అందరికి. సో I'll simply say that your 20 marks are coming from section A. ఇదే కదా. Your 24 marks are coming from your section B, and your 16 marks are coming from your section C. ఇదిగో, try to understand. 3 marks ఉంటుంది కదా. yes, so ఈ 3 marks లో your timing must be equally dedicated. అంటే your first hour should be only dedicated for your section A. Exactly 1 hour ra. You are understanding? So ఈ కేసులో you will have to increase your speed. అదే కదా. 2 marks question ra. What will happen? At max you will cut 1 marks. Nothing happens. So 1 hour only for the 10 questions. And your 1 question should be attempted in almost 3 minutes. Okay, we will talk about these sections later on. Section A and section B. And I have to cover one more video kada, one short video lo we will be talking about these things. చూసుకోండి. కానీ when it comes to your section C అందరికి dedicate a proper 1 hour for the 2 questions. అందరికి జాగ్రత్తగా చూసుకోండి. I have given these examinations ra. I know how it feels. Okay, I know. ఇదిగో. So when I used to come at section C, my heart used to scatter. Scatter అంటే ఏంటిరా? All 3 questions were something that I love. So aim questions ni attempt చేయాలి. You understanding? That was a very confusing point. So it used to happen all the times. I attempted first one, I attempted second one, I wanted to attempt the third one. Kani, time gone. You understand? So dedicate a proper half an hour for questions. Me writings at the same time your coordination ra, your handwriting should be good. Point number 1. Idigo, understanding. Even if it's not good ra, what would you do? You cannot change your handwriting. Kani, your presentation should be very good. Try to understand. Spacings, position of your diagrams, your labelings, at the same time your expression of the answers. It should be very good. You understanding? No problem. Yenta space kavalante, you take at least 4 to 6 pages. No problem. Nothing to worry at all. You're understanding andariki? Sir, so you can dedicate whatever amount of time you want. Kani, make a presentations in a properly well arranged format. Understanding? After every question, try to draw the lines. Lines ante enti ra? Take a scale, draw the proper margins after every question. You understand? Every question ante your applications ra. Applications. Idigo. So when you are writing this ra, hey, where did I write ra? Yes. So your explanation completed. Idigo andariki. Me explanation completed kada? Yes. Now when you want to write this question ra, make a proper linings and a proper separations. You understanding? Yes. And don't forget. Idi chala important. Start a question on a new page. It should never happen. Mark my words. You're understanding? If your question is completed in the half page, you never start your question from the next page. You're understanding? Yes. If you want, meeku kavalante, you draw a line on your remaining page and then you can start the next question from your next page. Keep this in mind. It gives you a very good benefit. So if your next question is on the next page, the invigilator don't have to look for the remaining questions. You're understanding? And a fresh starting of the question, fresh page. Avoid these types of cutting. You're understanding? Don't do like this. You have written 3 ra instead of 2, leda 2 instead of 3. Don't do like this. Ade, you understand. Leda, think before writing. Okay? Don't write before thinking. Just think before writing. Andariki. Vachindi kada? Yes. So these are some precautions, all of you. Idi jagrataga precautions teeskondira. Okay? Because these are going to increase your marks by a very good factor. Andariki. You cannot lose your 8 marks questions. Hey, did we do a complete? No, we did not do it. Kada? Yes, we did not do it. Right? So this was your Kirchhoff's law. Kada? Yes, that was what I am telling to you. Sometimes, andariki. So when you are preparing for the question, be mentally prepared. Okay, be mentally prepared. Same question can be asked for your 4 marks also. Ade same question, me 8 marks kosame kuda they can ask you. You are understanding? So 4 marks kosam vachi, you don't have to do all these things, right? You are understanding? You don't have to write all of these things. Kani 8 marks kosam vaste, go in detail, explain, take examples, take use cases. You are understanding? Yes. Your each and every page should consist of at least one concept leda one use case. Try to understand. You are understanding? And when you are writing about your Kirchhoff's law, you are writing here kada? Yes. So first you have to write about Kirchhoff's laws. Kirchhoff's laws ante scientist Kirchhoff was there, he gave us 2 laws, KCL and KVL. Ade, when you are explaining for KCL andariki, for your KCL only, me writing ante explanation plus this figure part, it should be completely done in a one single page. Not less, not more. Try to understand this. You are understanding? That tarvata, when you come at this part, when you come at this part, use case leda example teeskondi. This should take 1 more page of yours. Ante 2 pages, ante 1 full page kada for your KCL. Ade same goes for your KVL also. Same goes for your Wheatstone bridge. Wheatstone bridge kosame kuda 2 pages unnai. So you have to dedicate 2 different pages. So anyhow, your answer should be from 4 to 6 pages. You are understanding? Me NEET examinations lo you only have to focus on your quality. Kani ee case lo you have to focus on your quality as well as your quantity. Andariki chuskondi. You are understanding? Yes. So your quantity should also be too much. Ante at each and every single step you will have to write the reason why you are doing like that. Ide kada? Yes. So sir, if you are taking your V is equals to root 2GH, enduku teeskunnavara? You are understanding? Because you will have to write the formula, because your V square is equals to U square plus 2S. Ade, you will have to write the reasonings. You are understanding? Each and every single step. Okka step marchipotante, gone. Your half mark will be deducted. Ade, that's what I'm telling to you. If you are writing something extra, no problem, nothing goes on. Kani, if you are writing something less, takkuva raste, your marks will be dedicated. You are understanding? Yes. So always try to write some extra point. Kani, don't take off these important precautions. అర్థమైంది అందరికి? ఇది చూసుకోండి రా. లాస్ట్ అనాలిసిస్ రా. యువర్ లాస్ట్ అనాలిసిస్ ఫర్ యువర్ థర్డ్ చాప్టర్ ఇదే కదా, ఇదిగో చూసుకోండి అందరికి. సో యువర్ లాస్ట్ చాప్టర్ ఈజ్ ఫ్రమ్ యువర్ న్యూక్లియై. సో all of you explain the principal working of a nuclear reactor, theoretical topic. దాని తర్వాత you are having a problem. You understanding? Theoretical topic plus one problem. Hey, don't worry, the solution to all these questions ante you hardly have around 10 to 12 questions ra. Idigo, you are understanding? You only have 10 to 12 questions and your 16 marks will be fixed. ఈ 10 questions లోంచి only 10 questions attempt చేసుకోండి. You by heart, okay? You by heart every single thing of these 10. I will give you, okay? ఈ సెషన్ తర్వాత drop the comment PDF, okay? Type PDF. I will give you the systematic questions and answer PDF ra. ఇదిగో అందరికి. This is not the right time to discuss the questions. కావాలంటే we will discuss it ra. Okay, don't worry. But you will have to remember each and every single thing. Your diagrams, labeling, theory, problem solving. Ade. So your section C demands for 4 things ra andariki. Your diagram representation, your labeling representation, dan tarvata your theoretical knowledge, and lastly the problem solving. Ide kada? Yes. Even when you are solving the problems. Chuskondi. In your NEET examination, what do? We skip the steps. Ade kada? We skip the steps ra. Idigo. So if you are having x plus 4 whole square, hey, minus x plus 3 whole square, ela ravali sir, directly you can write this is nothing but 2x 16 minus 9 is 7. Ade, you are understanding? Kani, in your board exams, you do it, your half mark will be gone. Understanding? Half marks will be gone. Write every single step. You are understanding? ఎందుకంటే in your board examination there is a chance that you have seen someone else's paper. కాబట్టి మీకు స్టెప్స్ తెలియదు. You have skipped the steps and you have directly written the answer. అదే the same probability is there in your NEET also ra. But everything, okay, whatever it's there. You have to follow it. అదే, you are understanding? There is no other reasoning ra. Everything is actually useless, senseless things ra. కానీ ఏం చేయాలి? We don't have any options kada. Yes, చూసుకోండి. So the next thing that I was talking to you, andariki chuskondi. Where did it go ra? Where is the paper re? Idigo. Here also your radioactivity. Last paper lo what was it ra? Nuclear reactor kada? Yes, explain the working of nuclear reactor. Kani ee case lo your radioactivity has been asked. Ante state the law of radioactivity decay. Show that the radioactivity exponential in nature, half-life is given. Idigo, a question is there and this is followed by your theoretical topic. Andariki chusko. So next paper chuddam. So your next paper lo kuda what do you have ra? Explain working of a nuclear reactor. Idigo, nuclear reactor. Okay, so next nuclear reactor. You understanding? Microgram of uranium destroyed atom. How much energy will be released? Ante whenever your nuclear reactor is asked, question will be from your uranium-235. How much energy will be released? Ide kada chudandi. In the first paper also you are having almost the same thing andariki. Cheppandi. What is it, ra? Where is it? Idigo. Nuclear reactor kada? Yes. So this is your nuclear reactor. Same thing. Uranium-235. How many energy will be released? Ade. You are understanding? That means you have a full proof study plan. And your entire question bank is in your hands. Aa case lo kuda, if you are doing, if you are not preparing for these two chapters ante 6 questions only ra. I have told you 10 to 12 questions kada. Yes. Ee 10 to 12 questions ante for all 3 questions. For all 3 questions. Ee 3 questions chudandi. Ante all 3 chapters ra. మీకు కావాలంటే 2 చాప్టర్స్ తీసుకోండి. ఆ 2 చాప్టర్స్ నుంచి యు ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ సమ్వేర్ అరౌండ్ 6 to 7 క్వశ్చన్స్. ఇదిగో, ఓ మై గుడ్నెస్, ఈ 6 క్వశ్చన్స్ నుంచి ఐఎమ్ అష్యూర్డ్, ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ 100% ష్యూర్ దట్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ 6 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆల్సో దెర్ ఆర్ 2 to 3 క్వశ్చన్స్ దట్ యు ఆల్రెడీ నో రా, ఆల్రెడీ నో. మిగతా 2-3 క్వశ్చన్స్ యూ కెన్ డూ ఇట్ బై యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ ఇన్ అ సింగిల్ డే. యూ అండర్స్టాండింగ్? You can prepare for the remaining 3 to 4 questions in a single day. చూసుకోండి. అంటే మీ 16 marks preparation, it is directly coming from one single day. కానీ your presentation skills should be extremely good అందరికి. చూసుకోండి. It will be the worst thing. జాగ్రత్తగా అందరికి. If you know the concept very well, still ఈ 8 marks లోంచి మీకు 7 marks వస్తాయంటే you understand your 1 mark has gone in your presentation. Figure not correct, labeling not done properly, presentation is not correct, missing some steps, missing some reasons, gone. 1 mark is gone. And that could be the worst thing, ra. You don't have to do all of these things kada. Yes. So if you want, you write extra things, related only, okay, related only. Hi sir, how are you sir? I saw you on the street yesterday. You were smoking sir. Which cigarette do you like sir? Do you drink also sir? Don't include all. Subject question related points include చేసుకోండి. You are understanding? So ఎక్కువ ఉంటే ఏమి ప్రాబ్లం రాదు, కానీ తక్కువ ఉంటే ప్రాబ్లం వస్తాయి రా అందరికి. చూసుకోండి. You are understanding it, right? Yes. So in your current electricity, మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి రిపీట్ ఇట్ రా. కిర్చాఫ్స్ లా, వీట్స్టోన్ బ్రిడ్జ్, పొటెన్షియోమీటర్, మీటర్ బ్రిడ్జ్, అదే ఓన్లీ 4 topics. అండ్ ఈ దీంట్లో కూడా ఐఎమ్ pretty sure that Kirchhoff's law will be very good for all of you. ఇదే కదా. Yes, Kirchhoff's law will be very good. And since your practicals have been completed, your Wheatstone bridge and potentiometer should also be very good. అందరికి ఇదే కదా. So what you have to do, you only have to revise it once and then go in the examination hall, write whatever you want to write, you can take the marks. అదే కానీ waves కోసం and your nuclei కోసం you will have to prepare, okay. And andariki my recommendation for all of you would be, since you know good about current electricity, why sir? Because you are preparing for NEET kada. Yes, so it is the central part. I have seen n number of students andariki, and the biggest difficulty that the students face is in the end chapters. End chapters ante your waves. So students are generally not good with waves ra. So మీరు చాలా బాగుంటే you keep it also, okay, you keep waves, కానీ don't waste your time in memorizing all 3 of the chapters. You are understanding? Do good only 2 of them. అంటే when you are preparing for these 2 chapters, అంటే for example ఇదిగో these 2 అంటే your electricity and your nuclei. So మీకు stationary waves గురించి you don't have to go in much details. You are understanding? It could be asked for 2 marks, లేదా it could be asked for 4 marks. I'm not concerned about 4 marks రా. అక్కడ కూడా you have multiple correct కదా, 2 marks కోసమే కదా. You have to attempt all 10 questions. So if it is asked there, then you can do something. You are understanding? కానీ if it is asked for 4 marks, you have MCQs there also. You are understanding? సరే, ఇప్పుడు చూడండి. So in your nuclear physics లేదా in your nuclei, the first thing is your working and principle of your nuclear reactor. The second is what is the second one, ra? What is the second question andariki? Yes, radioactivity. What is radioactivity? Show that it is exponential and half-life kosam discussion kada. Yes, two topics from your nuclear chapter. Let us see. Again, malli okasari nuclear reactor kada. Yes, here also chuddam andariki. Same thing, nuclear reactor only. Next, where is it ra? Hey, radioactivity, idigo. Radioactivity ke show that exponential and then half-life. Idigo, you're understanding? Do you have one more thing? Yes. Hey, nuclear reactor, idigo. You're understanding? Kani andariki chuskondi. Here also the same thing has been repeated. Ante enti ra idigo. The same question. 2-line question kada. Yes. Only 2-line question ra. Enta marks kosam sir? Independent question unte 8 marks. Full 8 marks kosam 2-line kada. Kani in your previous questions chuskondi, whenever your nuclear reactor is asked, first line idigo and your second line ante same line, it has been asked for 4 marks. Kani ఆ పేపర్లో ఇదే సేమ్ లైన్ ఆస్క్డ్ ఫర్ 8 మార్క్స్. మరి ఎలా డిఫరెన్షియేట్ చేయాలి? యూ ఇంక్లూడ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్. యూర్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్? యూ ట్రై టు రైట్ సంథింగ్ మోర్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. మోర్ అబౌట్ ఇట్ అంటే సంథింగ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషనల్ రా. ట్రై టు అండర్స్టాండ్. యువర్ ఆన్సర్స్ షుడ్ బి డిఫరెన్షియేటింగ్. యూఆర్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్? అంటే ద కంటెంట్, ఐఎమ్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ ద కంటెంట్. ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ నాట్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ ద వర్డ్స్. చూసుకోండి, వెన్ యూ రైట్ అబౌట్ ద కంటెంట్. కంటెంట్ అంటే ఏంటిరా? కంటెంట్ అంటే ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. సో ఈ సొల్యూషన్లోంచి ద ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ దట్ యు ఆర్ గివింగ్ షుడ్ బి డబుల్ that of the information you are giving from that question kada. 8 marks question, 8 marks kosam adigite your information there should be double than this part ra. Endukante it's only for 4 marks in this scenario. Ardhamaindi andariki? Now some student what they do is, instead of writing nuclear reactor leda, instead of writing the information they try to add some nonsense words. Ide kada? Yes. Okay, so what is a nuclear reactor? You simply say, sir, nuclear reactor is a device in which the energy is generated. So what do they do? Nuclear reactor is a device. Nuclear reactor is a device. The device, what is a device? Device is a machine. Right? Nuclear reactor is a device is a machine. And nuclear reactor is a machine. From this machine, what we do is, we try to extract the information. Content is very less. Kani language, words are too much. You are understanding? Your words are too much. Kani content is very less. No problem. Hey, you want to include words also, include. Kani your marks are decided only by the content that you are writing in your examination. Andariki. So chala high focus pettandi on your content only. Content ante telusa, try to include as much information as possible. You are understanding? If you have some extra information, ante Google nunchi, ChatGPT nunchi, you know some extra topics. You are understanding? Then you can include that also. Kani, they should be in addition. Addition ante telusa, the basic threshold should be required ra, should be attended. Then tarvata, if you have some extra information ante, some extra time and some extra information, try to add it. You are understanding? Next. Where is the question ra? Here also the same thing. Nuclear reactor. Label diagram. Ante ask for 8 marks. You are understanding? 8 marks. Next. Explain principal working of a nuclear reactor. For 4 marks kada? Yes. Compare the radii of nuclei. Mass number 27 and 64. Ade. You are understanding? Yes. Next. Where is it ra? Where is it? Idigo. Nuclear reactor. Ante half of the question. That means it is for 4 marks ra. This is for 4 marks. You are understanding? You analyze the trend, all of you. Ante the same lines are carrying 8 marks and the same lines are carrying 4 marks. And be extremely careful ra. Chala jagrataga cheskondi. Endukante if your understanding is not good, your differentiation. how you are differentiating a 4-mark question from your 8 marks question. I have seen some students, అందరికి జాగ్రత్తగా వినండి, it might happen with you also. మీ కాలేజెస్లో your teachers are analyzing your papers, your teachers are also telling you the same thing. కానీ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ let us say you are including some 4 pages రా, ఈ క్వశ్చన్ కోసం you are including 4 pages in one test. మీ నెక్స్ట్ టెస్ట్లో సిమిలర్ క్వశ్చన్ ఈజ్ ఆస్క్డ్ ఫర్ 8 మార్క్స్ కదా, ఎస్. అప్పుడు you are including some 6 pages రా, you are understanding, 4 pages 6 pages. I'm not talking about pages రా. When I'm talking about pages అందరికి I'm talking in terms of content. Okay, content అంటే information రా, ఇదిగో. So 4 pages versus 6 pages, the difference is not much. You are understanding? Try to include at least 8 pages, 4 to 8. You are understanding? Your information should be double. Hey, all of you, try to understand. Okay sir, కానీ how to differentiate it? ఇదిగో, if this is asked for 4 marks, all of you, 4 marks కోసం అడిగితే you can write whatever you know. You are understanding? You can write whatever you know. Ante sir, can we write 8 marks answer in this? Yes, you can write. For sure you can write. You understand? Kani, it will just waste your time ra. అర్థమైంది అందరికి? So if your speed is good, అందరికి, if your speed is good, ఆ కేసులో if you want to write the entire 8 marks answer for this question, that would be very good. A very good option. అంటే you will not give 5 out of 4 కదా, you will give you 4 only. You will get 4 marks only. కానీ your explanation and your content will be more. అదే, you take care of this only. So, and pray to God that this should only be asked for 4 marks ra, 4 marks kosame, so that even if you write less, your marks don't get deducted. And the biggest blessing is the problems ra andariki. You are understanding? Your problems ante your steps keeps the marks only. Ante your marks are very easily accepted in your problems than your theoretical questions. Andariki చూసుకోండి. So till now we have talked about your nuclear reactor, we talked about your radioactivity, అదే కదా. So nuclear reactor తోనే you will ask this uranium 235 question. What about radioactivity sir? Whenever your radioactivity is there, చూసుకోండి, where is it? Nuclear reactor only కదా, yes. Radioactivity, hey, not radioactivity. ఇదిగో, when your radioactivity is there, what question is asked ra? Half-life 1600 years. ఇదిగో, even the numbers, okay, you expect the numbers almost to be the same also ra, కానీ don't by heart. Sometimes they change the numbers, values. You understanding? ఈ 1600 years ki place lo, if they are giving you 2000 years, don't get confused. You understanding? సరే, lastly also you are having the same things. Ante let us now jump towards our analysis. Point number 1 andariki chuskondi. So me 8 marks question kosame you only have your 3 chapters. Your waves, current electricity, nuclei. Ade, you are understanding? And you will be asked a single question. Ippudu the format is attempt any one kada. Yes, attempt any one. ఇదిగో, మీ decision, your decision should be already made ra andariki. When you are going in your examination hall, before that only, you are understanding, before entering your examination hall, your decision must be full and final. And which 2 chapters are you going to attempt? You are understanding? Which 2 chapters? You want waves current? Waves current. Ade, you don't see nuclei. Meeku waves nuclei kavali, ade, don't see current electricity. Meeku current nuclei kavalante, don't see your waves. You understand? Your decision should be final. perfectperfectly planned student will never get confused in the examination hall what chapters to attempt. This is the entire blueprint in front of you. It is the blueprint also ra. Ide kada. Yes, me blueprint video lo kuda ade I have only be talking about these things only. You are understanding? Kani andariki gurtu pettukondi. You are only having 3 chapters ra. This is the gold mark ra, gold mark. The only thing you can lose your marks is in a representation, presentation, ade. Not drawing the diagrams properly. So eppanunchi you start doing one thing ra. Okay, start practicing the diagram of your nuclear reactor all days, okay, లేదా all alternated days, లేదా weekly twice thrice రా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకోండి మీ న్యూక్లియర్ రియాక్టర్కి డయాగ్రామ్ సార్. వేర్ ఇస్ ఇట్? ఐ విల్ గివ్ యూ, డోంట్ వరీ. ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్ యూ ద సొల్యూషన్స్ ఆల్సో రా. ఇదే కదా? ఎస్, ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్ యూ. ఎందుకంటే దేర్ ఆర్ సమ్ టాపిక్స్ రా దట్ హ్యావ్ బీన్ డిడక్టెడ్ ఫర్ యువర్ నీట్. డాప్లర్ ఎఫెక్ట్ నాట్ దేర్ కదా, ఐ డిడ్ నాట్ టీచ్ యూ. దిగో. ఎస్, and talking about the questions andariki, these are the questions only. Idigo, the questions are also been listed, finished. Your paper will never go out of these questions. You are understanding? Waves chapter unte these are your question. Ante discuss the formation of stationary waves in air column, enclosed in open pipe leda enclosed in your closed pipe. You are understanding? మీ ఓపెన్ పైప్లో లేదా మీ క్లోజ్డ్ పైప్లో హౌ ద స్టేషనరీ సౌండ్ వేవ్స్ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు ఫార్మ్. పాయింట్ నెంబర్ 1. అండ్ వెన్ ఎవర్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, వెన్ ఎవర్ దిస్ క్వశ్చన్ విల్ బి ఆస్క్డ్ 100% ద న్యూమెరికల్ విల్ బి ఆస్క్డ్. ఇదిగో ఇదే న్యూమెరికల్ కదా, 85 సెంటీమీటర్స్ లేదా సమ్ టైమ్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గివింగ్ సెంటీమీటర్స్. ఇదిగో ఫండమెంటల్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఆఫ్ వైబ్రేషన్, స్పీడ్ ఆఫ్ సౌండ్ మే బి డిఫరెంట్, సమ్ టైమ్స్ 340, 331, 350, సంథింగ్ లైక్ దట్. అండర్స్టాండింగ్? అందరికి లేదంటే ఇదిగో ఓపెన్ పైప్, క్లోజ్డ్ పైప్, అండ్ లాస్ట్లీ ద క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆల్సో ట్రై టు ఇంక్లూడ్. ఓకే, దీస్ ఆర్ ద న్యూమెరికల్స్ అందరికి. దిస్ ఈజ్ ద ఓన్లీ టైప్ ఆఫ్ న్యూమెరికల్ దట్ యూ విల్ బి ఆస్క్డ్. చూసుకోండి, న్యూమెరికల్స్ ఆల్సో దే ఆర్ వెరీ సిమిలర్. ఇదిగో వర్డ్ టు వర్డ్, a closed pipe, ఇది here this is an open pipe కదా. yes, length of 85 centimeter, closed pipe ఉంటే 70 centimeter, finished. And your speed of sound is 331 meter per second. మీ ఓపెన్ పైప్ కోసం స్పీడ్ ఆఫ్ సౌండ్ ఇట్ విల్ గివ్ యూ యాజ్ 340 meter per second. వాల్యూస్ కూడా ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు బై హార్ట్ దిస్ క్వశ్చన్, బై హార్ట్ దెమ్. యూఆర్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్? ఇదిగో యువర్ ఓపెన్ పైప్, యువర్ క్లోజ్డ్ పైప్. ఓపెన్ పైప్ కోసం వేరే ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఉంటుంది, మీ క్లోజ్ పైప్ కోసం వేరే ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఉంటుంది. వాల్యూస్ కూడా మీకు కావాలంటే గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. I'm also assuring you that the values will also be exactly the same. 70 centimeter, 85 centimeter. మీ 70 centimeter కోసం మీ స్పీడ్ ఆఫ్ సౌండ్ ఇస్ 331 meter per second. మీ 85 centimeter కోసం 340 meter per second. ఇదే కదా? ఎస్. అండ్ లాస్ట్లీ డాప్లర్ ఎఫెక్ట్, షిఫ్ట్ అండ్ అపరెంట్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఆఫ్ సౌండ్ వెన్ ద అబ్జర్వర్ మూవింగ్. అదే ఇదే కదా? ఎస్. That's it. So these are only the 3 questions. అందరికి 3 questions అంటే 3 questions plus 2 numericals. ఈ 2 numericals, they are very easy to remember. Formula based only. You are understanding? So this not signifies I know you will by heart it also. As long as the biggest risk is concerned, మీ 3 questions. ఈ questions లో diagram drawing, labeling, presentation and the way you are writing the things. Ade. So these are the only 4 things that would be deciding your marks in that scenario. So this is all about your waves. Ide kada? Yes. Let us go and talk next. Next ante your nuclei. Idigo. So మీ nuclei కోసం కూడా these are the only 3 questions. First question ante talk about your nuclear reactor. మీ సెకండ్ కేసులో యూ విల్ బి ఆస్క్డ్ అబౌట్ యువర్ రేడియోయాక్టివిటీ డీకే, షో దాట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్. యువర్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్? అండ్ ఫైనలీగా యూ విల్ బి టాక్డ్ అబౌట్ యువర్ మాస్ డిఫెక్ట్, బైండింగ్ ఎనర్జీ అండ్ బైండింగ్ ఎనర్జీ పర్ న్యూక్లియాన్. ఇదే యువర్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్? మీకు కావాలంటే మీరు మోడర్న్ ఫిజిక్స్లో లాస్ట్ చాప్టర్ ఉంటుందిరా, న్యూక్లియర్ ఫిజిక్స్ అంటారు, లేదా న్యూక్లియర్ ఫిజిక్స్ అండ్ రేడియో యాక్టివిటీ. ఇన్ లాస్ట్ 2 hours, I think so, okay, in last 1.5 hours ra, I have tried to include everything of it, okay, everything of it, almost everything. We did not talk about nuclear reactor for sure, not there for your competitive examinations. You are understanding? Not there ante not signified ra, you don't get questions on your nuclear reactor in NEET examination. You understanding? Sir, similarly when it comes to your electricity, ade either your potentiometer, your Kirchhoff's law and Wheatstone bridge. Whenever the Kirchhoff law is asked, Wheatstone bridge is also asked. You are understanding? And finally your meter bridge. Ante mee daggara you have only 9 questions kada? Yes, 9 questions ra. Ade ee 9 questions lo kuda you don't have to attempt each and every one of them. Ante meeku oka chapter skip cheyalante you can skip one chapter also. Ante if you are skipping this current electricity, ade only 6 questions. You are understanding? Only 6 questions are giving you 16 marks. So this is the entire analysis for your 8 marks questions andariki. Chuskondi. Ardhamaindi? Sare. So these are the questions. Okay? Yes, these are the questions. Idigo. If kavalante we can discuss some of the questions, but I don't think there is a need ra. Do you want me to discuss? Okay. Define radioactivity, state the law of radioactivity. Hey, exponential kada? Yes, and half-life also. They are asking also about half-life. Where is the question ra? Radioactivity, state the law of radioactivity decay. Yes. What is radioactivity, sir? Radioactivity ante you will have to write everything about your radioactivity. What is everything about your radioactivity? Point number 1, radioactivity is purely a nuclear process. It's not a chemical process. Point number 2, the density of the radioactivity is same leda uniform throughout the matter. Point number 3, the radioactivity is purely happening in the nucleus. Point number 4, something like that. Okay, give the numbering also. Me numbering kuda it matters a lot. Point number 1. Point number 2, you are understanding? Something like that. Andariki chuskondi. Leda make the bullet points ra. Don't try to write all the points in a single paragraph. Meeku kavalante write every single point on a separate line. You are understanding? Ade. Now when you talk about the rate of change, you simply have to write about that your radioactivity is a first order reaction. First order reaction ante ade you will simply say your dN upon dt ra, idigo this thing, it is directly proportional to your initial concentration, leda the current concentration. So when you replace it, your dN upon dt, it is negative kada? Why sir? Because decreasing should be equals to lambda into n. Idigo this quantity lambda into n is known as your activity. You are understanding? And ikkada nunchi you can do the calculations, rough work, integrate cheskondi ra. Integration ante your dN upon n is equals to lambda dt ra, negative lambda dt ide kada. Now you have to write integrate both sides. You are understanding? Integrate both sides. Idigo after this you will have to include like this. Sir, dN upon n is equals to minus lambda dt. Integrate both sides. Integral dN upon n should be equals to integral lambda dt. Negative. You put the limits as 0 ra. Ide kada t is equals to 0 low initial concentration and not t is equals to t low final concentration. Isn't it? Now when you are writing this integral dN upon L ante ln n ra, idigo limits also n naught to n should be equals to minus lambda t and ekkada ee case lo meeku reason kuda kavali. Why did you write it, sir? Because integral dx upon x is equals to ln x log x, whatever you want to write, you can write. You understanding? If you do this, the examiner leda the invigilator will come to know, hey, he knows something ra. He knows something. Ade ekkada nunchi you will simply write, hey, all of you ra, you can simply say ide kada n is equals to n naught e to the power minus lambda into t. Idigo ఎక్కడి నుంచి hence your radioactivity is an exponential, something like this. Try to include it. వచ్చింది కదా? Yes. కానీ జాగ్రత్తగా వినండి. When you are writing all the points, I will give you the detailed solution. Don't worry about it, okay? Solution will be available. Don't worry about the solution. కానీ if you want good marks, by heart the steps of that solution అందరికి. ఇదే కదా? Yes. సరే. So when you are writing, try to include points and at the same time paragraphs also, depending upon the situations. కానీ మీ answer should look like the combination of the paragraph plus your bullet points. Separately, in a beautiful way, diagrams వేరే ప్లేస్లో డ్రా చేయండి. డయాగ్రామ్స్ని ప్రాపర్ లేబులింగ్ చేయండి. Once your labeling has been done, ఒక్కసారి లేబులింగ్ అయిపోయిందంటే you will simply write the information about the labels లేదా the diagram also. So the alongside diagram shows us the representation of a nuclear reactor. ఆ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్లో ఇంక్లూడ్ చేసుకోండిరా, వాట్ ఈజ్ అ న్యూక్లియర్ రియాక్టర్, వాట్ ఆర్ ద కంపోనెంట్స్ అంటే యూ హ్యావ్ యువర్ యురేనియం రాడ్స్ అండ్ దెన్ యూ హ్యావ్ యువర్ స్టాపర్స్, మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద టైమ్స్ కార్బన్ అండ్ గ్రాఫైట్. యు ఆర్ రైట్ ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్. సో ఒకసారి యువర్ డయాగ్రామ్ కంప్లీట్ అయిందంటే యు రైట్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ అబౌట్ దిస్ డయాగ్రామ్ సార్. ద అలాంగ్ సైడ్ డయాగ్రామ్ రిప్రజెంట్స్ అ న్యూక్లియర్ రియాక్టర్. ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ కోసం చెప్తున్నారు అందరికీ, ఇదే కదా? ఎస్. సో ఈ డయాగ్రామ్లో యూ ట్రై టు ఇన్క్లూడ్ వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ హ్యావ్ రిటర్న్. అర్థమైంది? ఎస్. ఇదిగో చెప్పండి. ఓకే. రిమైనింగ్ అబౌట్ దిస్ 2 marks and 4 marks question, we will be taking a separate session అందరికి. ఇదే కదా? ఎస్. మీ 2 marks and 4 marks questions కోసమే we will be taking a separate session. ఆ సెషన్లో we will be talking about your 2 marks question in detail and your 4 marks question in detail also. అందరికి అర్థమైంది కదా? ఎస్. ఓకే. ఇదిగోరా గాస్ లా ఫర్ మ్యాగ్నెటిజం, లెన్స్ లా, ఎడీ కరెంట్స్, ఓకే, డైరెక్షన్ కంపాస్, ఓకే, ఆంపియర్స్ లా. వెరీ సింపుల్, వెరీ సింపుల్. యూ అండర్స్టాండింగ్? కానీ don't finish your answer in 2 lines only. We'll talk about it, okay? Don't worry, we'll talk about it. చూసుకోండి. Kirchhoff's laws for electrical network కదా, KCL, KVL include చేసుకోండి. You write about the Kirchhoff's law and it is talking about your balancing of the Wheatstone bridge. అదే. So you can write in any concept అందరికి. కానీ when you are talking about balancing of the Wheatstone bridge, మీ దగ్గర 2 methods ఉన్నాయి. Your KCL also can be used, your KVL also can be used andariki. Your KCL can be used and your KVL can also be used. So when you are using the specific method, inclusive ga mention cheyandi. Ade, you are understanding? If your Wheatstone bridge is something like this, అర్థమైంది అందరికీ? Now your representation may also be different. Your representation may also be different. అంటే you can start directly from here, లేదా మొదటిగా రాసుకోండిరా మొత్తం. You can include about this Wheatstone bridge. అంటే if a current is flown into Wheatstone bridge, the current passes through the 2 branches, అంటే R1 and R2, and the same current from R1 goes into R3 and from R2 goes into R4. If this condition is satisfied, we call it as a balanced Wheatstone bridge. Next point, in a balanced Wheatstone bridge, the current through R5 will become 0. Ade kada? Yes. So if the current through R5 is 0, ante the 2 extreme positions, idigo, this is your first position, ఇదే నీ సెకండ్ పొజిషన్ దే విల్ బి అట్ ద సేమ్ పొటెన్షియల్. వై? రీజన్ ఇంక్లూడ్ చేసుకోండి. కరెంట్ జీరో అంటే V ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు IR. ఓమ్స్ లా నుంచి యూ విల్ సింప్లీ సే V at A ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు V at B. ఇదే కదా? ఎస్, అర్థం చేసుకోండి. పాయింట్స్ A అండ్ B సేమ్ ఉంటుంది కదా? ఎస్. సో లెట్ us say దిస్ ఈజ్ పాయింట్ O అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ పాయింట్ M అందరికి. ఇదిగో, సో పొటెన్షియల్ డిఫరెన్స్ అక్రాస్ O and A should be equals to potential difference across O and B. ఎందుకు సార్? because A and B are the same points. You are understanding? Same points. అదే, సో పొటెన్షియల్ డిఫరెన్స్ అక్రాస్ OA అంటే ఏంటిరా? ఎప్పుడో ఇంక్లూడ్ చేసుకోండి. మీ కరెంట్ I కదా? ఎస్. సో కరెంట్ I ఈజ్ గెటింగ్ స్ప్లిట్ ఇంటూ I1 అండ్ యువర్ కరెంట్ I2. ఇది మొత్తం I2 కరెంట్, ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ త్రూ ద సేమ్ బ్రాంచ్ I2 హియర్ అండ్ యువర్ I1 కరెంట్ హియర్. ఇదిగో, నో బ్రాంచ్, నో కరెంట్ ఇన్ దిస్ బ్రాంచ్ కదా? ఎస్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద లా రా? కిర్చాఫ్ కరెంట్ లా. ఇదిగో కిర్చాఫ్ కరెంట్ లా, ఇదే కదా? ఎస్. టోటల్ ఇన్కమింగ్ కరెంట్ should be equals to total outgoing current. So మొదటిగా you do one thing. Let us say sir this is your I2 already వచ్చింది కదా? Yes. So let us say I3 and your I4. By Kirchhoff current law your I1 should be equals to I3 plus I4. But కానీ your I4 value is equals to 0 అంటే your I3 is equals to I1. ఇప్పుడు you replace it. You can't replace it in the paper కదా? Yes. మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి డ్రా చేసుకోండి ఫిగర్. ఓకే. Yes, that means your I1 is going into I1, your I2 is going into I2. Same thing ra, idigo. So once you said your potential across OA is equals to potential across OB, ade raskondi ra Ohm's law. V is equals to IR kada, ante I1 into R1 should be equals to I2 into R2. Point number 1, equation number 1 ochindi. Now ఈ కేసులో కూడా రైట్ ద సేమ్ థింగ్ సార్. యువర్ I1 ఇంటూ R3 షుడ్ బి ఈక్వల్స్ టు పొటెన్షియల్ డిఫరెన్స్ కదా? యువర్ I2 ఇంటూ R4 అందరికి. సో ఎక్కడ నుంచి వాట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ప్రూవ్ రా? యూ హ్యావ్ టు ప్రూవ్ ఇన్ యువర్ వీట్స్టోన్ బ్యాలెన్స్డ్ వీట్స్టోన్ బ్రిడ్జ్ R1 బై R2 షుడ్ బి ఈక్వల్స్ టు R3 బై R4. ఇదే కదా? ఈ క్వశ్చన్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. అంటే మీకు R1 బై R2 కావాలి అండ్ R3 బై R4 కావాలి. ఇదే కదా? R3 బై R4. ఇదిగో, if you are bringing R4 this side, your I1 should go that side. Ante your R3 divided by R4 should be equals to I2 upon I1. Now you call it equation number 3. You are understanding? And here you do the same thing. Meeku R1 by R2 kavali kada? Yes. So send R to this side, I1 goes that side. Ante R1 by R2 is equals to I2 upon I1. Idigo, call it number 4. Hey, I am not writing in a proper format. కానీ మీరు ఖచ్చితంగా రాసుకోండి అందరికీ. యూఆర్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్? సో ఇక్కడ నుంచి సార్ యువర్ 3 and 4 ఆర్ రైట్ సైడ్ సేమ్. ఇదిగో రైట్ సైడ్ సేమ్ ఉంటే యువర్ లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ షుడ్ ఆల్సో బి సేమ్. అంటే R1 by R2 షుడ్ బి ఈక్వల్స్ టు R3 by R4. సంథింగ్ లైక్ దిస్ రా. ఓకే. బట్ యువర్ రిప్రజెంటేషన్ అండ్ యువర్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ షుడ్ బి వెరీ క్రిస్టల్ క్లియర్ రా. పాయింట్ నెంబర్ 1, క్రిస్టల్ క్లియర్ రిప్రజెంటేషన్ కావాలి, క్రిస్టల్ క్లియర్ డయాగ్రామ్స్ కావాలి అండ్ క్రిస్టల్ క్లియర్ లేబలింగ్స్ కూడా కావాలంటే మళ్ళీ ఒక్కసారి రాసుకోండి. డయాగ్రామ్స్ రా, డయాగ్రామ్స్. యు ఆర్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్? యూ క్యాన్ డ్రా ద డయాగ్రామ్స్ 2-3 times. ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ చేంజింగ్ సంథింగ్ ఇన్ ద డయాగ్రామ్స్, ఆ చేంజ్ ఇండికేట్ చేయడానికి మళ్ళీ ఒక్కసారి డ్రాస్ చేసుకోండి. నో ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఇన్ ఇట్. మీ దగ్గర టైం ఉంటే మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి డయాగ్రామ్స్ డ్రా చేసుకోండి. యు ఆర్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్? ఎస్. అండ్ ఎవ్రీ సింగిల్ స్టెప్, ఎవ్రీ సింగిల్, ఏ హౌ డిడ్ యూ టాక్ సార్, ఎక్కడి నుంచి ఎక్కడి వరకు ఎలా జంప్ చేస్తుంది? యూ సింప్లీ రైట్, దిస్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ యువర్ Ohm's law. యు ఆర్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్? యువర్ ఎవ్రీ సింగిల్ స్టెప్ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ అ రీజనింగ్ అందరికీ. యువర్ ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ సింగిల్ స్టెప్ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ అ రీజనింగ్. అదే, దెన్ అండ్ ఓన్లీ దెన్ యువర్ మార్క్స్ విల్ బీ కంప్లీటెడ్. ఇదిగో, సో దిస్ వాజ్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ ద అనాలిసిస్ రా. సో ఐ హోప్ యూ హ్యావ్ అండర్స్టూడ్. ఇదిగో, ఇన్ యువర్ 8 marks ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ యూ ఓన్లీ హ్యావ్ 3 chapters. ఇదే కదా, 3 chapters ఉన్నాయి. ఓన్లీ 3 chapters. ఈ చాప్టర్స్లో కూడా పాసిబుల్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అంటే 3, అంటే 3 into 3 becomes 9. You're understanding? ఈ 9 questions నుంచి you will be asked only about 3 of them. ఆ 3 లోంచి కూడా you only have to attempt 2. కానీ when you are attempting the 2 questions, your accuracy మీ accuracy, then your representation should be extraordinarily good. అర్థమైంది అందరికీ? ఎస్. సో మీకు కావాలంటే స్క్రీన్ షాట్స్ తీసుకోండిరా. దీస్ ఆర్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్. ఓకే, లెట్ మీ జస్ట్ వైప్ ఇట్ అవుట్. ఓకే, anyhow I am attaching these questions. Okay, I will attach these questions ra. Oka PDF lo you will be having these questions along with their answers. Okay, ee mottam questions, yes, along with their answers andariki. So I will try to include all the possible questions, not more, only 9-10 questions will be there ra. Meeku kavalante oka 2 chapters select cheskondi. Aa 2 chapters kosame prepare in those 6 questions only. So only be in that pool of 6 questions. Whatever you want, you can attempt it. Andariki arthamaindi? Yes. Ippudu there is analysis for your 2 marks questions and your 4 marks questions. Andariki meeku kavalante ee question papers kuda istanu. Okay, all of you, I will give you this question papers also. All of these PYQs question paper PDF is there. Meeku kavalante comment cheskondi. Ade, that's what I'm telling to you. Comment PDF if you want it. I will give you the PYQs also. Leda, if you want, I will include everything. Okay, our link lo I will try to include everything, your possible questions, your solution to the questions, and then your PYQ question papers. Athamaindi kada? Yes. So this was about for the students of second year andariki. Me second year students kosame, and that too also 8 marks questions only. Idigo, your 16 marks will be confirmed from this region. Your 8 marks also, they will be confirmed, not 8 marks, right? 8, not 8, 24 marks, I'm sorry. Yes, 24 marks. For sure, complete 24 marks will be confirmed from your section B. There is a doubt in your section A. Okay, but I will also give you the questionnaires. Questionnaires ante the PDF of all the questions. A PDF lo I will try to include all the possible questions. Ade, so once your PDF has been completed, you don't have to look at any single thing. There you go, 60 out of 60, I'm promising you. The only thing is your representation, hard work, practice, and your diagrams should be good. Ade, ochindi kada? Yes. Sorry. So now let us terminate this session andariki. Okay, right. Hey, Jagrata ra. Am I forgetting something? Yes. Okay, so some of you might feel, sir, we don't know about Doppler effect. But em cheyali? Don't worry. Okay, don't worry. The Doppler effect is only asked in your boards. If at all it gets asked, if at all it gets asked, it will only be asked in your board examinations. Okay, not there for your NEET exams. It has been gone. Aindi kada? Sorry. So I think in your section A also you will at least attempt 6 to 7 questions by yourself only. Okay, at least 6 to 7 questions you will attempt by yourself only. Remaining migita your సరే. Okay. So if you do not have any problem andariki, we can wind up this session kada. Yes. Sir. Bye everybody. Bye. Bye all of you.